How's everyone doing? Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Easter break and have recharged and ready for the week. So let's get started with today's forecast and the setups I have aligned for this week coming. So I'm looking at the DXY and I can see that price is extending, forming a potential pattern that could break to the downside. But I've also spotted there's a current fib in play, as you can see, A, B, and C, which is the 79. So there's a good rejection of this fib level, and also on a bullish reversal setup, as you can see, A, B, C, D, it's also here the D extension. So there's double confluences for a potential drop, especially with the current price action and candlesticks rejecting from that level. So let's see what's actually happening on the smaller time frames. If we go to the 4 hour, what can we see? We can see making new lows, prices making new lows, there's bearish momentums, there's some spikes and wicks, etc. So the bears are slowly starting to show their face on their cards. If we go to the 1 hour time frame, we can see a nice tweezer top, which I call it, it's basically an equal high. Now with the equal high, I'm expecting a potential stop hunt. If prices to continue, take out these highs, tap the level of liquidity, and then a continuation to the downside. But I'm also prepared, since there is a little bit of compression, I'm also anticipating a potential drop if we close below this current compression pattern. So the DXY is looking really, really interesting. Just have to remain really, really patient for now. So we're expecting a potential rally or a drop. Just have to remain really, really patient. Next on the list is dollar CAD. So with dollar CAD was actually happening, if we zoom out to the daily time frame, what can we see? We can see that price is still trending bearish, it's still making lower lows and lower highs, and it's currently within this pattern, and it's also compressing. We do have a point of interest which should be in confluence with 1, 2, and a potential third tap. If we look to the left, there is a strong demand level here, so there's a double confluence for a potential drop. However, we need to take into consideration, let me just remove this. We need to take into consideration what is the market telling us. Okay, this is a potential third tap of structure. 1, 2, and yes, I'm expecting a potential fake out of the third trend line, which is fine. If we go to the 1 hour time frame, the buyers are actually slowing down. However, I'm also prepared that although there is room to the downside on dollar CAD, and yes, I'm expecting a small stop hunt and a continuation to eventually take out these lows and tap the third tap of the larger outer structure pattern. As you can see, 1, 2, and a potential third tap. But I'm also anticipating that price action right now, what is it telling us? It's actually telling us that there is a potential rally to the upside. This is a bullish pattern right now. There's a bit of a bullish pattern. So what's to say that price doesn't just do this and it continues on a flag? So I'm prepared for two scenarios, either plan A, which is a reversal from the third tap, or a potential strong break to the upside. But this is why we need to wait for further confirmation. So I'll be expecting on this potential point of interest either some equal highs, then I look to get involved as my first schematic, or on the smaller time frame, I'll be waiting for some form of compression. This is the only occasion where I'll be looking for a sell opportunity. If these two specific schematics does not occur, then I will not enter this trade based on the current price action. It does look pretty bullish, but also there is a lot of room to the downside. So I just need to wait until the market's telling me something clear, since there's a potential two scenarios on our cards. So that's the game plan for the dollar CAD. Next on the list is Euro pound. Okay, so Euro pound, we zoom out to the daily time frame. What is actually happening? We can see that this small compression has now broken to the upside. We do have these equal lows that have already been taken out, and this swing long has been taken out. Now, the best case scenario for Euro pound would be if price was to just trickle its way down and tap this important level of demand. Now, that's the best case scenario. The problem is you don't want to be fixated on one potential outcome. If I'm fixated and I'm stubborn on catching a perfect trade, which I call the Hollywood setup, you know, the Hollywood trade, catching the best trade. Now, what's to say that price doesn't completely just reverse from this level and continues long? I would have missed out on all this profit just because I'm waiting for the perfect trade. So it really just depends on the probability mindset and how you're approaching it. So right now, if I'm looking at Euro pound, what is price action telling me? It's telling me that, okay, there's been compression to the downside, and following the compression has been a strong break and it's taken out a high. So now I can see a potential setup if I separate the pattern and focus on what's relevant, which is this piece of information, which is the break of structure. Compression has been broken to the upside. There's momentum to the upside, and there's some equal lows here. And I'm expecting now a potential rally from here. And this is my plan A. My plan B will be done here if I get taken out. So for now, with Euro pound, there are some signs of a reversal on Euro pound. If we just highlight the equal lows on Euro pound, wait, wrong one. We just highlight the equal lows, go on the 1 hour time frame. So okay, we've taken out the structure, so that becomes irrelevant, and we do have some equal lows over here. The reason equal lows are really, really important is simply because you're trading on the opposite side of everyone's psychology. So again, we've got the equal lows, we've got a double bottom. Many traders have already banked, which is really, really good, but there's a lot of stop loss down just below the equal lows, and there's lots of liquidity, and I've spotted some liquidity around here. So I'll be expecting now a decline from the current high, either some compression, or we already have the double bottom setup here, which is this. We've got the equal lows, and then a stop hunt and a continuation. So if I see there's somewhere down here or some form of a compression around this level, then I'll be looking at the setup. Another schematic I'll be trading would be some equal lows, a stop hunt of the equal lows, and then a second stop hunt. This is my favorite setup. So depending on which specific schematic price approaches my level, I'll be taking that. But for now, I need to remain really, really patient on Euro pound. So that's the game plan for Euro pound. If all fails, then okay, I'll be preparing for a potential sell setup somewhere within the lines of a break and retest. Look for some equal highs and a stop hunt of the equal highs and a decline to where I want to buy the setup. So for now, I just need to remain really, really patient. There's lots of momentum, lots of FOMO, and it's really the first day of the main week, since yesterday was bank holidays. Now there's momentum, now there's confirmation. We just need to remain really, really patient. Next on the list is Euro USD. Euro USD, something similar. Okay, we did forecast a fake out of this level, 1, 2, and a third tap. As you can see, a third tap and a fake out, and then a rally back inside the pattern. Price is now back inside the pattern, as you can see, but we're separating the pattern and focusing on what's actually relevant. And what can we see? We can see some momentum. There's a bit of an inverse head and shoulder. I'll personally be expecting a stop hunt of this right shoulder and then a reversal to take price up to new highs, take out these equal highs, and come to the most relevant piece of unfilled liquidity to retest a potential third tap of 1, 2, and 3. So Euro USD is looking really clean. There's finally some commitment from the buyers, and again I'll be waiting for some compression and then a breakout or some equal lows on some point of interest. So some equal lows and then a stop hunt and a continuation. If there's a cure somewhere down here, anywhere within here to take out these lows, that's where I'll be looking to get involved. But the first subject that takes precedence is, okay, we've got a close back inside the larger pattern, we've got the compression breakout, we've got momentum, we've got a break of highs now in the 4 hour and the 1 hour, so everything is ticking to the upside. So there's further confirmation. Now we need to remain patient for the entry. There's been the momentum, we now catch the pullback, and then we catch the continuation. So Euro USD is looking really, really interesting. So next on the list is Kiwi, New Zealand USD. So New Zealand USD, it's looking pretty interesting. I'm expecting, if we separate these patterns, as you can see, there's some equal highs here. I'm expecting a rally. I'll look for the same schematic with the compression and the equal highs and a stop hunt. Then I'll be looking to get involved on New Zealand USD. I've been trading New Zealand CAD so much, it's just the back of my tongue all the time. Okay, so that's the game plan for New Zealand USD. There's a potential dollar weakness and then dollar strength, which will push this to the downside. Euro USD, on the other hand, is looking really, really bullish, literally going the opposite direction. Whichever market comes first and shows the higher probability setup, I will take it. I'm not going to let market correlation, if $1 pair is saying it's going to go up and another dollar pair is saying it's going to go down and the DXY is saying it's going to go up or down, that's not going to cloud my judgment. I'm trading what I see, not what I think. I'm trading whatever the market gives me, whatever the price action is telling me, I will take it. This way it just eliminates psychology and confusion on too many market correlations and the same directions. So this is the game plan for New Zealand USD. I'll be expecting a reversal around this level to take out these lows, and then a potential further decline to retest 1, 2, and 3. But for now, this would be my take profit 1. So that's the game plan for New Zealand USD. Next on the list, cable. So cable, as you can see, it broke to the upside, but it did break it with momentum, but within the momentum there was also some compression. As you can see, there's a bit of a running channel. So I've separated the patterns and I'm focusing on what's most relevant. So for now, with GBP USD, I need further commitment from the sellers to take out these lows. Then I'll look for a flag or some equal highs, and then I can catch a continuation to the downside. So that's the game plan for cable. However, price can still evolve and adapt to something like this. As you can see, and now it paints a different story. Now we might just need to be a little bit more patient and catch a reversal towards this level, maybe a rejection to form a bigger equal highs, and then we can catch a stop hunt. So we need to prepare for multiple scenarios. But for now, the current price action is actually telling us that this is the most relevant piece of information. So we're going to trade based on that. There is still a running channel setup, as you can see. So we just need further commitment from the sellers. If not, then plan B would be on our cards, which would be something like this as a plan B. This would be plan B, and then something like this, but we need a rejection. But for now, it's not a relevant piece of price action unless this forms. And again, this is also, we need further momentum from the sellers, because we can still drop with momentum, but if there's no compression after, then we won't take it, because it can easily just bounce up from here and go to plan B if this channel here becomes valid. This is why it's very important to forecast multiple scenarios and think in terms of probabilities, not only one outcome. So that's a game plan for cable and for this week. Hopefully you guys took some notes and are prepared for trading activities. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.